Nope.
I have awoken.
Theodore, hello. Thank you so much for subscribing. Hello guys, good evening. I seem to have misplaced my brains. Sounds about normal for me. It's been a long time since I actually did some modelling. Thought I would do modelling tonight for a bit of a change. But I've lost the model I was halfway through building. How I've managed to do that is beyond me. Oh, loads of people showing up tonight. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's happening, guys? So maybe if I've lost the model, I'm just going to build some more salt intercessors, maybe. How can I have lost a model that was half building? I swear if my head was not attached to my body, I would lose my head. Hello, Ryan. I did actually find my Seth, Ryan, so Seth is around and might get some paint on him in the next few weeks. Hello Mike, good evening. Hello Cambo. Hello Highland Phoenix. How is everybody? So I've got some assault intercessors. I guess I was gonna get some jump packs on. But yeah, I have actually, I don't know how I've misplaced that. Apparently I have memory like a sieve, apparently. Which is fine. What's everyone working on tonight? People doing hobby on Saturday night? I just started watching a show with my wife on Amazon called Those About to Die. Seems like it could be pretty good. I got so many random bits here. I got another Sanguinary Guard banner. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh look, more assault intercessors. Oh shit! I've got a lot of assault intercessor sprues here then. What's this sprue? This sprue is, oh, that's a guardsman sprue. That's Tempest Scions. Their banner's pretty cool though, the Scions. I'll give them that. Well, that's assault intercessors as well, just a half sprue. Okay, so I think I've got enough to build 15 more assault intercessors. Or yeah, and then I'll put these 3D printed jump packs on them. So it might not be 15. But I could probably manage to build about 10. Then I could probably build 15 because I'd probably find some bits and pieces, right? Good evening, Eternal Crusader. More company heroes. You know, it's not the worst idea to build another squad of company heroes. You're probably right, Highland Phoenix, huh? The company heroes are so dope, man. I love them. Loads of people were like, I don't want to say loads of people were unsure, but there was like a lot a good amount of pushback in this week's tactics video where people were like, I still want to run assault intercessors. I was like, well, if you still want to run them, knock yourself out. I ain't going to stop you. But I do think that the company heroes are the better choice. I prefer them. Find the points to fit in the company heroes. Jim's kit bashing a chaplain. Eternal Crusader's cleaning up a Warhammer Titan foot. Does it take you the whole evening to clean up the foot, Eternal Crusader? I don't know. I guess I haven't done a Forge World model in a while, being that they legendsed all the Space Marine Forge World stuff, right? Ryan's about to put a jetpack and wings on a Kitbash priest from the Black Templars box. Cool for a jump pack Sanguinary priest, Ryan, or something else? It must be. There's not much else it could be, is there? So I think I don't actually have that many assault intercessors with jump packs made, or I only bought one box of them. So I guess what I'm doing is just getting some more together. Kevin, what's happening tonight? I just bought a box of company heroes yesterday after a video. Won't have enough time to workshop them in time for my next GT though. Oh well, I'm glad that somebody bought them after. Well done, Kevin. Kevin, they're pretty awesome, man. I'm actually surprised that so few people use them. I have downloaded like all... There's like... Let me get this right. There's like 23 Blood Angels lists going to the WTC. If you're not familiar with WTC, it's like the World Team Championship. So it's like all the different countries enter rather than individual players. So for example, like there's a Scottish team, there's a team from England, Wales, Northern Ireland, Italy, Spain. There's a lot of countries there actually. Canada maybe, New Zealand. So I've downloaded all the lists. And my plan was to have a look at all the Blood Angels lists and put them into a tier list. So I was going to look at all 23 Blood Angels lists, I think it is, from the WTC. Probably going to do that this week. Probably that will be the weekly tactics video, because I imagine it will take me more than a few minutes to go through 23 lists. Blood Angels Commander is a secret James Workshop. Most certainly not. Here's the thing, go Mitch yourself. I don't like not making my own lists, or I don't like it when there's only like one or two options for a faction, right? Like because I review people's lists every week on stream, that's the thing I do, right? In 9th edition, at one point in 9th edition, it was like every Blood Angels list was 3 units of Death Company, 3 units of Sanguinary Guard, like 2 units of Assault Intercessors, and then like Infiltrators. That was like everybody's list. And I found that actually a really boring like period of the meta, where it was like there is only one choice for Blood Angels, and it's like 80 Jump Marines. There's no other play. If you don't take 80 Jump Marines, you're not playing Blood Angels right, or something like that. And that was the meta for like I think it was maybe 3 months or longer. What do you think? Company heroes or jump pack intercessors? Essentially the same points. I think they do different jobs, man. I think company heroes are a durable unit that will hold objectives and do some killing. I think jump intercessors are not durable, will do some killing, but then ultimately might end up you doing some scoring. So I just think they're two different unit. Company heroes are a durable unit you can park on objectives, or they're a unit that you can like tar pit an enemy unit into, because most enemies will struggle to kill a squad of company heroes in one turn. Even like friggin' mega knobs will struggle to do that, which is kind of meaningful. So yeah, if you haven't got either, then probably Jump Assault Intercessors are the more accepted meta choice for Blood Angels. But I think Company Heroes definitely have their own niche, and definitely can be useful in games. And you know, like, I definitely feel like after playing and winning a GT, I don't think I would drop my Company Heroes. Good evening, Phil. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks for sharing the photo, by the way, Phil, of your new Blood Angels Commander t-shirt. I loved it. I actually shared it with Brett, because I told him that, like, Brett actually didn't realise the Blood Angels Commander store was open. I guess he doesn't watch my channel. And I told him, like, people are really enjoying, because a few people have sent me pictures of the Blood Angels Commander merchandise. And I said to Brett, like, if, you know, somebody sent me a picture of their tumbler, somebody else sent me a picture of, like, a coffee cup with Mephiston on it. You obviously sent me the picture of the t-shirt. And I was saying to Brett, I was like, the store's open and people are really enjoying your design, Brett. And he was like, is the store open? You were going to tell me. And I was like, Brett, I'm sure I told you literally live under a rock. So, so the model I've lost a model. It's in this room somewhere. I was cleaning up again today. We were cleaning up the house because we're selling a bunch of baby stuff, because my son has kind of outgrown a bunch of baby stuff. So I must have just misplaced it. But I was halfway through building a Brutalis Dreadnought, which, if you believe Valrak, is one of the new units that's going to be in the Blood Angels box set. Valrak had a rumours video out on Friday saying that the Blood Angels box set is 10 Assault Intercessors, 10 Jump Assault Intercessors, Astaroth Primaris, Lamartes Primaris, and a Brutalis Dreadnought. The new Blood Angels box set is apparently 23 miniatures. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I don't feel like I need... Oh, in the new Blood Angels box set, you're going to get the limited edition codex apparently as well, same as like what they did with Black Templars. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't think most Blood Angels players need 20 more Assault Intercessors, 10 on foot, 10 with jump packs, right? Like, I don't think we need those. I mean, I didn't buy the Christmas box, because the Christmas box was like 15 Assault Intercessors and a Jump Assault Intercessors. Didn't feel like I needed that either. But I mean, if you bought the Christmas box, then your Blood Angels box sounds like it's going to be very similar. So I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that, but that's the rumour that's circulating at the moment. So believe it or don't believe it. I mean, it's just the rumour, and sometimes Valrak is horrifically accurate. Sup, Dracula? How you doing? Jim got my shirt on. Sorry, Jim's ordered a shirt as well. Cool. Yeah, we need... Well, like, if we do GT next year, everyone will need to bring their shirts, and then we'll get pictures. But yeah, Brett was... I was speaking to Brett because everybody liked... Like, lots of people have liked the Mephiston shirt, so to speak, and I was like, Brett, maybe next what we need to do is a Dante shirt. So we'll do a Dante shirt as well. Same sort of style, same sort of, like, Marvel comic book art style. Or whatever... I think it's like a Marvel comic book type style that he's done the shirts in, I think. I like it anyway. For some reason I wasn't able to order. Phil said he was struggling to order. So there's two places you can order the shirts. You can order them straight through the YouTube store, or you can head over to the actual store on Teespring. So I think Phil was struggling to order them on the YouTube store. Let me throw the Teespring link into the chat, Ryan. So maybe if you go to this link, let me see if that opens in a new tab, or if it copy current. Maybe that's like, how do you do a private tab in Chrome again? I forget. Control-Shift-N. That's it. Copy current address. That's not it. Paste. Let me see if that link works, or I have to. No, that link doesn't. That's weird. Hold on. Let me see if we can paste the store link in. I think that should work, that second link. I think, let me remove the first message. Copy link. Yeah, so if you're... if you were struggling to buy it from the store, you should that link should let you buy it. You should have no problems there. If you still have problems, let me know, and I'll see if I can look into it. So I don't really have instructions here, so I'm just winging it with these guys. I always end up winging it. I don't know where I place my instructions. Valrak's accuracy gets closer the closer to release. Yeah, I have no idea. It does sound like we're getting the Sanguinor, Astaroth, and Lamartez. Like a refresh of those three all into Primaris is the current rumor. But the rumors do seem to change every little while. A Dante ski mask? I mean, we could make a Dante ski mask. The only criticism of the shirt is nothing BA Commander on it. I mean, yeah, I suppose. I think I just wanted the cool art to be front and center, though, Mike. That was kind of the plan. Maybe the next one we can get BA Commander on it, but yeah, I just wanted the art to be cool and front and center. Well, I mean, I guess that's a valid criticism, but I suppose the shirt is unique, right? Like, most people, I guess, unless you know about BA Commander, you wouldn't have one, so it's a bit of a unique shirt, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm just putting random arms on random models because none of these arms seem to fit well on the three guys that I've got here. Any more chainswords kicking around? No, but there is another bolt pistol. Yeah. I might need to actually get a couple of plasma pistol arms as well. It's a bit weird how the jump assault intercessors get more plasma pistols for some reason. But yeah, so the rumor has it as well that the box set's going to be like next month. So I guess be prepared for next month. Potentially limited edition, well, new codex, new models. Sounds like there might be quite a lot for Blood Angels. It worked this time. Nice. Okay, Ryan, thanks for joining the BA Commander merch store. Appreciate that. I'm converting some assault intercessors into jump assault intercessors. Because I think in the Indomitus box, for some reason I seem to have a lot of models from the Indomitus box. Like, well, I think I already converted a few into jump assault intercessors, and I think looking at the numbers here, I still have 15 assault intercessors. I can't see myself running ever more than 10 assault intercessors on foot. Mitch, we have done like a painting competition on the channel twice before, actually. It's possibly almost like a year since the last one, so it could actually be coming up to time to do another painting competition. But we've done painting competitions multiple times now, actually, and I've done prizes for them as well. So it's definitely something we've done before, and something we might. Well, I was going to say we might do again. We'll probably. I imagine we will most certainly do again at some point. But yeah, there is a smaller one in the Discord that doesn't really... It's got Discord rules as prizes, but the ones that I did on the channel before actually had like I mailed out a bunch of physical prizes to people. Mailing out physical prizes worldwide is a pain in the arse, though, because I mailed out one to some guy in Germany, and it took like forever to get there. Probably it must have taken like it took so long that you like messaged me thinking that like my competition was a scam, basically, because it was like I don't know how long it took to get to Germany, but like 3 weeks or something. I mean, it must have got lost somewhere. I'm running 2 Land Raiders with 10 Assault Intercessors embarked with a Captain and Priest. And I tried the double Land Raider strat, Mitch. I felt like I had some problems with it, or I felt like it had some problem matchups, maybe is a better... if you play against Knights and they've got like a couple of big Knights with like shield... Is it the shield breaker missiles you don't get saves against, and like the Castellan with the -5 volcano cannon? I think that has I think that's like very anti Land Raider. It wasn't just any prize, it was mother loving Raldoron. Yeah, I mean it was 2 Ralderons I bought. You're right, Jim. God knows how much Raldoron costs these days, but he probably costs like 40. I think he costs somewhere between like maybe 40, 45, and then obviously I gotta ship it around the world. But yeah, I think Raldoron was quite a good prize actually, now you mention it. I think the year before that I did Primaris models, but I think the Primaris stuff was all really new when I did the Primaris one. Because I think I did Inceptors, I did Blade Guard, I maybe did Infiltrators. Like I picked like 3 units that were like pretty staple choices for Blood Angels. Hello, Disgustingly Resilient. Thanks for catching up on the battle report. I posted on your post on Facebook, Disgustingly Resilient, that said that you had reached 6,000 subscribers. And I painstakingly wrote, congratulations on reaching 6,000. It's well deserved, sir, or something like that. And you didn't even reply or like my post. I have not felt so hurt. I was like, why did I even write this post? What a... I'm messing with you, man. It's Saturday night. I'm stone cold sober. I've got to, you know, I've got to have sarcasm or something, right? I'm actually doing this fast as well, so I'm stone cold sober and I'm hungry because I haven't been eating very much. But yeah, since I've been doing this fast, I've been having the craziest farts. I guess no one wants to know about that, but it's so weird. It's like I don't have any food inside me, but I've been farting like I've eaten tons and tons and tons of broccoli or something. You know, like vegetables really make you fart. So I don't know. Human bodies, they're weird. Alright, jump pack, head. This arm is no good because it seems like it's missing a bit of the upper arm. Don't know why it would be missing a bit. It must... Doesn't seem to have that bit of the arm on the sprue. So I need a chainsword from another sprue, maybe? I'm just going to say there must be an arm bit here that's missing. Are these the same sprue? Yeah. So how can there be a bit of an arm that's missing? Unless it was like an Outrider arm, that might be it. Could have been an Outrider arm, actually. Yeah, because that's an Outrider sprue, I think. Maybe one of the Outriders had a strange chainsword arm that the other ones didn't. But I should have a spare Outrider arm because I gave one of my Outriders. I gave one of them a power sword. Hello, Dwayne. I found how to have a personal jump pack. You're right, Jason. Podger, your micro biodome is resetting itself. It can take a few weeks. Usually you get gassier when you switch to healthier diets with more whole foods. There you go. See, there's science behind it. Thanks for sharing, dude. My wife asked me, she's like, have you been eating a lot of eggs? I was like, I haven't eaten any eggs. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not really a fan of eggs. Like, I'll eat scrambled eggs. But on a general day-to-day basis, I don't really eat eggs. Do you know what? I probably actually need to make one of these guys with a power fist arm, actually. Because assault intercessors need power fists, don't they? So I'll need to find a power fist. Okay, that's what I'll need to do. And then I'll oh, there's a half arm there I could maybe use. I got so many half sprues, it's ridiculous. Okay, I need a power fist. Did you ever use Death Company Marines jump pack? I have not used Death Company Marines much that are not jump packed, but they are a very, very strong / meta choice. And the reason they're very strong is because if you fight on death with them and the whole squad is dead, then you get to reroll all hits and you get sustain 2 as far as I'm aware, unless they change the rules on that again. But it does mean that, like, Death Company Death Company without jump packs are very, very deadly, and they're cheaper as well, right? Kid for 40k contact got dieting advice. Yeah, it's weird. If you've never tried a fast, I think you should. You know, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to try, because you get windows where you can eat food, right? And then in your window you eat some food, but then you get it's like you know when you get to the end of the workday and it's like, you know, you look at the clock and it's like 10 to 5 and you're like, cool, I can get out of here in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes rather. It's kind of the opposite. It's like you look at the clock and you're like, oh crap, I only got like 5 more minutes to eat food, and then I'm not allowed to eat food for like 16 hours or 20 hours. Did I see a new rumour on the Blood Angels box set? I did watch Valrak's video yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I think annoyingly his video came out on the Blood Angels box set like 10 minutes after I released my video, and obviously everybody watches his videos. So, yeah, I saw it. I think for a while there's been rumours about the Sanguinar, Ostrath and Lamartis. It's cool they're all getting new models. I hope they reimagine some of the rules to be a little bit more exciting, but I am happy that all 3 of those guys are getting new models. The models that we've got are ancient. I mean, considering we've had Primaris Marines for I think 7 years at this point, I kind of thought that they would have done that a bit earlier, but that's what it is. Yeah, I know some people that use Death Company on foot inside a Rhino, and it's a super strong choice. Death Company inside a Rhino on foot is I guess it's a meta choice, but it's definitely something to not overlook. Like, it's very, very strong Death Company inside a Rhino. Possibly one of the best choices you can really make. There is apparently going to be some Primaris Sangre Guard, but they're not apparently going to be in the same. They're not going to apparently be in the big box set that comes with the Codex and stuff like that. So maybe they're going to try and sell them to us separately. I'm not entirely sure, but it does sound like they are going to be separate. I might actually be starting to run out of extra sprues with power fists. Might actually be running out. Is anyone else looking how to cobble company heroes? So like I said in my video, I cobbled mine from all sorts of different things. But you can definitely cobble them, right? The new Stern Guard might be good. Or even those, what are they called? Not the Stern Guard, the Infernus Marine, like, surely you have some Marines that you're not using. I was using 2 heavy intercessors. This one doesn't have any sprues in it, so it'll be one of these 2. Shadow Spear is where we're gonna look first. Shadow Spear. Yeah, I think I am actually starting to run low on Power Fist. I think I must have converted so many Death Company with Power Fist arms. Like, random sprues that I have Power Fists on them must be becoming slim to none, actually. That's a little bit annoying. Gone are the days, I guess, when I was gonna say you could buy a lot of Vanguard veterans, right? But then there isn't a Primaris sprue that has loads of Power Fists on it. It just doesn't exist. You've still got loads, Mike. Good to know. I have this whole Leviathan box. But probably, oh my goodness. Inside my Leviathan box, the first sprue I pull out is more assault. Oh, so I have even more assault intercessors. Jesus. Why is there a why is there a sprue of assault intercessors inside the Leviathan box? I mean, I guess why not? I do have 4 sprues of Infernus Marines. Literally the most uninspired thing ever, right? So there's 20 Infernus Marines. I think they'll be still on the sprue in 20 years' time. I don't know what will motivate me to get those off the sprue. Oh, I get some Blood Angel specific shoulder pads, but they might not help actually, because all these easy to build guys have the shoulder pads like baked into them, don't they? Okay, so maybe what I gotta do tonight is just build a bunch of guys without the arms, put on the jump packs, put on the heads, and then have a hunt for Power Fists. I can probably find some, but okay. So I have 20 assault intercessors here. Wow. I mean, I already got 10 made. I already got a bunch of jump assault intercessors made. I guess I'm just going to make 10 more jump assault intercessors. Hey Mullen, did you play against Space Wolves lately? I played them on stream maybe like 10 weeks ago, something like that. They beat me, but they were running in Gladius, and they had a bunch of Eradicators inside. What's the damn name of it? The Land Raider Redeemer. So they're running a Redeemer with a bunch of Eradicators. And the Redeemers did a abs. I was going to say, the Redeemer actually wasn't too bad, it was the Eradicator. The Eradicator's, like, swung really, really high. They did an absolute ton of damage to me, and, yeah. I haven't played Space Wolves much at tournaments recently, but, I mean, the events that I've been at, it's not like they haven't had Space Wolf players. I guess I've just dodged them. Sometimes that happens. I put decals on everything, dude. But I don't necessarily worry about exact squads or companies. So, like, all my assault intercessors might have a similar decal on their knees, etc., something like that, but they might not 100% match, for example, with the actual company, if that makes sense. So they're like I guess I sort of half half of the companies represented. Now, do I have access to someone with a 3D printer? Yeah, Andrew's got a 3D printer. He's printed stuff for me a few times. I've also used Cromlech, K-R-O-M, Lech or something. They're like a third-party website that sell lots of cool and random bits. So I've used Cromlech for pieces to like bump out. I probably have some Power Fists. Want a free STL for Power Fists? I mean, drop it in the Discord to me. I'm not going to say no. But I think I probably can find myself... You only have one Power Fist for every 20 models, so I only need to find 4 Power Fists. I'd be surprised if I don't have, like... I've got a few boxes that are like... Well, at one point, like a decade ago, I actually... I don't know why I ever did this, but you'll see it here, right? Like, there's this box here. Like, every weapon option that came off my model, I, like, cut it off the sprue. Here's, like, half of a Sanguinor just chilling. And I sprayed them all red for some reason. In some cases, I actually sprayed them white and then painted them. So I've got a few boxes like this with just random things in here. I actually think this one's probably been scavenged. So I think it's probably unlikely to have a Power Fist inside. It's got some random stuff, like there's a heavy flamer for a Terminator. Here's like an arm from like a... I don't even know what that is. I think that's like an apothecary, like a random Primaris apothecary arm just kicking around. I even painted some of these out. Madness. That's like a bolt rifle that's actually been painted. So there's a missile launcher. So that I know I've got a few boxes like this. There's a metal Stormbolter from a Rogue Trader Terminator from like friggin' 25 years ago. So maybe I won't be able to find a Power Fist in here, but I'm sure I've got some spare old Sanguinary Guard sprues that have some Power Fist. Look, there's a metal Terminator Librarian sword axe, half paint. I don't know why I was painting these. Oh look, there's a Power Fist, but it's a Terminator one, and it's super ancient. They probably look a bit whack to put on a Terminator. Those old Terminator's arms were so short as well, they'd probably look really dumb. But yeah, I've got a few boxes like this. They're just not all within, well, this one isn't organized, but none of them are organized, I guess. I'm sure I'll find a few Power Fists. Start ripping Power Fists off models. I probably won't have to. I've got like 20 drawers. Yeah, like 20 drawers of Blood Angel stuff in this room. So when if I start jumping into all 20 drawers, I'm sure if I don't find 4 Power Fists, I'm gonna find at least a couple, and I'm probably not going to make all 20 jump intercessors. I'm probably going to do 10 just now. So anyone got tournaments coming up? Hello, it's Just Gamble. How you doing? Thanks for sending the DM, Serenade. I appreciate it. I may end up having to get some of them printed, yeah. That's one thing that was like abundant before, right? Because I remember multiple times I would just buy Death Company kits, even though I wasn't necessarily building Death Company, or I would buy Vanguard Veteran kits, even though I wasn't necessarily building them, just to have options and get all the weapons and stuff. Don't really do that with Primaris. I guess just the lack of options is the real reason that we don't do it, right? Alright, there's 3. It's a start. Yeah, you only need to gear out 1 guy in every 5, yeah. I did buy that captain. Like this guy. But I figure you probably want to make this guy. He probably has a Power Fist, but probably want to make him with a Power Fist, because I can't imagine what other weapon you would actually want this captain to have. It comes with a plasma pistol, a hand flamer, a Power Fist. Apparently I've already pinched something from his sprue. I think I've already pinched the power sword from this guy's sprue, actually. Maybe we should build this captain as well while I'm at it. I've definitely got some spare Sanguinary Guard heads or something I could put on him. You're trying to get your head around what the previous owner of this Forge World Rhino was thinking. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's the fun of buying something on eBay, huh? Or was it you buy it from somewhere else, not eBay? Right, what am I missing? Arms, legs. I'm just going to chop out all the bodies and see where we get to. Hello, Stephen. How you doing? I do like how easy it is to convert assault intercessors into jump assault intercessors, though, I suppose. I don't know if jump assault intercessors will stay at the same points cost, though, because I think they might be one of the reasons that Games Workshop keep going back and forth on Blood Angels getting us balanced, don't they? They keep struggling to get us balanced right. Apparently, like right now, Blood Angels are the main bad boys. We're the boogeymen right now, so if you can get to an event or you can get some games in, now is the time. Don't think we've been the boogeymen for like a while, honestly. There was a long time there where we did not pass 45% win rate, like 2 years or something, where we were like, our win rate was just languishing. Not at the moment, it's not the highest it's been in ages. Alright, so I think that bit must be this must attach here. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah, must attach like that. This is what I get for doing this without instructions. Who needs instructions anyway? I remember when I first came back to the hobby, I like chopped every single, like I had a big sprue like this, chopped out every single part, put it all on the table, cleaned them all up, and then realised after that that all the sprues were numbered, and the instructions all needed to use the number. It's probably hard to mess with Blood Angels and not completely dumpster World Eaters. Yeah, I mean it's also probably hard to mess with Blood Angels and not completely dumpster the melee power for any other melee Space Marine army, right? It'll be interesting to see what detachment rule they end up giving us. Like in the codex, like are they still going to do the +2 strength, +1 attack? Is that our detachment rule? Because, I mean, it's very, very good, the detachment rule. If you use it, if you balance your list to take a full advantage of it, then it's very, very strong. Depends who makes the change, yeah. I think in Games Workshop, it seems like this edition, there's like one person who's writing like super overpowered codexes, and then there's one person who's writing very underpowered codexes. Or maybe it's not one person, maybe it's like a team of people, I don't know. But it does seem that like the codexes either come out and people think they're absolute garbage, or the codexes come out and people think they're way overpowered strong. There doesn't seem to be a in between, right? So you have to toss a coin. Heads, it's you get way overpowered strong. Tails, you get I think if they dump the +1 attack Serenade, you'll get like if you done +1 attack, Blood Angels probably go back to the dumpster tier, because it's like I actually didn't think +1 strength would change all that much, and +1 strength, the change has been massive. So I think Blood Angels, and I mean maybe this is why they're changing Sanguinary Guard to like small units of 3. Games Workshop have just really struggled to balance Blood Angels now for years. It's been years. You know, we were either really, really strong or just hot garbage. I think the strength is significantly more important than the attack. Who do you like to hold your home field objectives? Says Fighter CM. Infiltrators, man. Because infiltrators cost you 100 points. You put them down there once, and then they just hold it 90% of the time for the entire game, and never have to worry about it. No one can deep strike in your backfield because infiltrators' aura is obnoxiously big. No one can use 3-inch deep strikes because infiltrators just deny that. And infiltrators hide, you know, so they're in cover, 2 wins a model, they got feel no pain. The nerf to indirect means that they're probably even stronger now. I think 100 point score of infiltrators is perfect for holding your backfield. I think it's all you need. I mean, it sucks that they're kind of stuck there for the whole game, because they don't have sticky objectives or anything like that. But I think for 100 points, it's absolutely fine. And hell, in the GT that I just played a couple of times, there's a couple of maps where you were getting like no points for holding your home field objective. So I mean, if that's the case, after a couple of turns, infiltrators can come out and play a little bit, I guess. Silver Scratch. Hello. Oh, excuse me, Calgar. Blood Angels are going to get self-nerfed with the new boxes and unit loadouts box locking us. Maybe. I think it's all going to come down to those Death Company squads that can take all the power fists, right? And I do think they're going to do something about that to prevent it. Because Death Company taking all the power fists is probably one of the biggest problems that they have with Blood Angels. I think a lot of Blood Angels players are running a lot of Death Company. It makes sense. I mean, Death Company are just crazy cost effective for what you pay for them. I don't know if we need to say too much more about that, right? Like, they're good at shooting, they're good in melee, they don't need Oath a moment. Wallace says went 2-1 in his first RTT. Thanks to the channel, keep up the good work. Congrats, dude. 2-1's pretty decent. Plus, you're only going to get better. It took me so many. It took me like five failed tournaments to finally win an event. It's like five. Stephen, thank you so much for becoming a battle brother. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you jump into Discord, dude, and use your member-only Discord. We have a members-only Discord room, so use that. Jump in, say hi. Yeah, like it took me like five tournaments to get going in terms of like. That isn't the right. God damn it. No, it's not this one either. This one. Nope. Alright, I need some more legs, because this isn't making any sense at the moment. Alright, these three are definitely the same piece. But yeah, jump into the Discord, thank you so much. Do really appreciate all the channel members and you guys with the green names, it's much appreciated. Went 2-0 to start, there you go. But didn't respect the Necron heavy destroyers, took out my repulsor and my deployment zone, it kind of set me on the back foot. Yeah, there's something to be said about not knowing your opponents as well, and one of the things about that is just, you just have to play. You just have to play tournaments, you just have to play games. You do it enough, you'll get there. There's nothing wrong with that. The very first time I got to the top table of a grand tournament, which is going 4 wins in a row, dude. The first time I did it, hello Carl, good evening. The first time I did it, I played Grey Knights at the top table. It was my first ever game against Grey Knights. So it's like your first time ever seeing an army, and Grey Knights are a pretty tricksy army. They got all these like redeploys and teleports and nonsense like that. The first time I'm ever seeing them is basically at the top table of an event, and I must admit I got slaughtered. But at the same time it felt pretty bad, right? Because I'd done really, really well to get to the top, and then I just got absolutely destroyed. And I actually made a mistake in the game as well, in that like I forgot to charge with one of my reinforcement units that came in. So it was like, things were bad anyway, and then I just made them so much worse. So, hey, you live, you learn. I always say you learn more when you lose than you win. So, good job on going 2-0. Next time, you will get those Necrons. Necrons are tough as well, man. Did they Orb of Darkness? Was that what they did? Because I've had that. I think the Orb of Darkness is pretty difficult to deal with. That's why Infiltrators are like such a core pick for Marines, I guess. because they just shut down stuff like that. I'm actually a huge fan of heavy intercessors. I think heavy intercessors, in terms of like the strength of the unit, the damage they do, the survivability is really good. But as much as I like the heavy intercessors, I think for the home field objective for Blood Angels, it kind of has to be infiltrators, which is a little sad because I think heavy intercessors are cool. Just getting into 10th. Haven't played a match since 9th. Wow, you've had a long break, man. Welcome back. Some people are still like not sure if they like 10th edition. I don't really get it. I'm quite happy with 10th edition. I think overall it's a fairly decent edition. I think the game's pretty balanced. I think you can have like a lot of fun. I think the universal special rules maybe make it just a little bit quicker to play than last edition. And you know what? The app is much better than the app was last edition. And what's really nice is they let you have a free list in the app, right? So like if you don't pay for the app, you can still make one army list for free, essentially. I think that's very nice as well. I think that's a cool touch that they did that. So Clint just got his channel shirt the other day. Clint, thanks so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. I was asking other people who got their channel shirts to share a picture of their shirt, or if they're comfortable, I guess, right? If you're not comfortable, all good. But if you're comfortable enough to share a picture of your shirt, like in the Discord, in the members room or something, I was sending them to the artist that did it, that made the shirt, just to show them like lots of people had bought it and lots of people were happy. So yeah, if you're comfortable, that would be awesome if you can do that. If you're not, no pressure, no worries. Yeah, I love the heavy intercessors in the backfield, but I just think the infiltrators is the more safe pick, I guess is the right word. Like they're the pick that are going to win you tournaments. Heavy intercessors are a good unit, but I don't think they're the right unit for the backfield. Heavy intercessors work pretty well with Librarian Dreadnought. Not that I play him currently, but they are pretty good with Librarian Dreadnought. Hello Zacharias, how are you doing? Yeah, Infernus Marines have very little play. I think they're another unit that, like, if they'd had 1 AP on those Flamers, they might have had some play. Stephen, that's very kind of you to say that we're the best single faction channel out there. There are some other channels out there that do single factions that are awesome, by the way. And maybe 6 months ago I didn't know about them, but there's Mordorian Glory, who does Imperial Guard. He's a pretty awesome channel. There's the Disgustingly Resilient Podcast, who does Death Guard. That's a pretty awesome channel. And there's the guy who does the Red Path, which is the Red Path is a Khorne World Eaters channel. So I know like 4 other people doing single faction channels, and I don't necessarily think that my channel is better than any of them. It's just different, right? I'm sure I actually couldn't tell you all the different types of content that they make, but they have their own content. I have my own content, you know. I'm sure if you like those armies, those channels are worth subscribing to as well, right? Oh, hey Craig, how you doing? Uh, 521 Wallace. I always pick heavy intercessors for Mark for Death. Here's the thing about Mark for Death though, dude. If they get Mark for Death against you, infiltrators are pretty much just as good, because they're probably going to be hiding, and they can't deep strike against them. So I've, like, just this week against Death Guard, I got marked for death, and I picked my infiltrators as a marked for death unit. But yeah, I mean, I think heavy intercessors, I think they are good for Blood Angels. I just don't think they're the right unit for holding your home field objective. And I mean, I think I played them on your, I think I played them like that a bunch of times, right? When you're trying to hold your home field, it just comes back to what will do that the most securely every single game, and for me that's infiltrators. And it's a hard one because it's one of those things where it kind of sucks when there's only one option, but that is the option, infiltrators. What are you painting tonight, Zacharias? I was going to say, there's 4 more. I was going to say, have I got 4 jump packs? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 3D printed jump packs, by the way. I think it was, oh, I forget his name. It's something Dad. It's like, it's not Evil Dad, but his name's something Dad on Discord. He just sent me like a boatload of, I think he sent me 30 of these 3D printed Primaris jump packs for free. Not a very kind subscriber. So I've been using them to make all these jump intercessors. And honestly, I think once you spray them, because I made one the other night and sprayed it to see what it looks like when it's spray painted. And when it's spray painted, you honestly can't tell the difference between the real thing. What do you think about Manny's list for WTC? I was going to be making a video on all the WTC Blood Angels lists this week, Hadley. Like, I downloaded it, and I was going to do like a tier list with like a flag for each of the countries. So probably it's better you come and watch the video I make about it on Friday. But I think when I saw Manny's list, I wasn't convinced it was one of the stronger Blood Angels lists. I think he had like 2 5-man Sandguards, and I was like, I don't think Sandguard are very strong unless they're attached to your Warlord. I think I thought something else about it, but yeah, I wasn't convinced. I don't remember the list off the top of my head, but I was going to be going over them all for like this week's tactics video, if that makes sense. Anyone have a good Death Company conversion? What do you mean a good Death Company conversion, Audley? It was 2 5-man and a 10-man Sanguinary Priest with Vanguard get veterans. I don't think there's 1 tank. No, I think it was all jump infantry. And I think it was small squads of Sanguinary Guard. I don't think I rate the small 5-man squads of Sanguinary Guard. I know, having played Sanguinary Guard at a tournament, I know how quickly you can lose them. And you could lose a 5-man squad to basically small arms fire. You can lose a 5-man squad of Sanguinary Guard so quickly. I don't think they're. I think the Death Company are the much more strong choice. In a way, the list that I won the tournament I was at with might have been stronger just with Lamartas and the Death Company. It still could be. I could still swap out Lamartas and the Death Company for Dante and his Sanguinary Guard. But I mean, I guess my list really works well with that 10-man unit of Sanguinary Guard. S3N1 is asking, can you convert Assault Intercessors to Jump Pack Intercessors? I mean, if you've got the Jump Packs, you can do it, right? I mean, the Jump Packs is probably the only thing that is holding you back, and the fact that they don't sell the Jump Packs. So you would need to find a way of sourcing jump packs. I mean, some people put Firstborn jump packs on them. I mean, that's fine as well, I guess. I don't really have it. They've stopped selling the Firstborn jump packs on the Games Workshop website now. You used to be able to just buy them, like I think it was $5 or $6. But they don't sell them anymore, so we kind of knew that was coming. Maybe there's some sites like Element Games or something that still have some, but I think it would be very unlikely. Or eBay, maybe. I mean, that's for years now. If you're missing like one or two small individual pieces, eBay is... I'm always buying like a single arm off eBay or something like that, right? Good evening, James. How are you? I just have Dante and Mephiston. Looking forward to seeing the new releases, but what should I pick up to start a Blood Angels army now? Well, you should probably pick up 10 Jump Assault Intercessors if you don't have them, because everybody's using them. Laza, good evening. If the Sanguinary Guard move to 3 or 6 models, do you think they will still play? Is 6 enough to kill things? Well, here's the thing. No one's really playing them right now, right? Like, very, very few people are actually playing Sanguinary Guard right now. I mean, I'm one of the minorities. And why are they not playing them? Because they're not perceived as strong. They're expensive, and the Death Company outperform them in a lot of situations. So, I think if they change them to, like you said, the 3 or 6 man, they'll have to change rules for them, and then hopefully the rules somehow make them strong again. So yeah, not many people at all are playing Sanguinary Guard at the moment, I feel like. Hey guys, if you get 2 seconds tonight during the stream, if you could hit the like button, it would appreciate it. Just, you know, if you hit the like button, YouTube knows that the stream has been good, or the stream has, I don't know, it helps. It does help. So if you get 2 seconds, if you can hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. What makes your list good? Is it being off meta? Says Hadley. Yeah, I think a bit of it comes down to it being off meta, Hadley. I also think people don't know how to deal with it. Could be part of it, right? Because like, I have like 5 scoring units in that list, right? Like I got 2 units of Outriders, I got 2 units of Jump Intercessors, and I've got a unit of Scouts. So there's like 5 scoring units, and they're all pretty fast. Like, well, 4 of them are fast. And then a lot of people don't really know how to deal with the Outriders, because like a lot of people, like in a lot of games, people spent time and effort killing the Outriders. And like, it's quite hard to kill an Outrider, right? Because he's like T5, he's probably got cover, and he's got 4 wounds. So it's a reasonable, and usually in those early turns, they're shooting at long range. So it's a reasonable investment to kill unit Outriders at long range, I feel like. But when they eventually do kill an Outrider, it's only like 26 points or something, right? Because it's 80 for 3. So yeah, so 26.66 points. So like the game this week against Colin, I think his whole turn 1, all he killed was 2 Outriders. So he killed like 52 points of models, 53 points of models. So I'm sort of sat there at the end of his turn 1 going, okay, I lost 53 points of models, and it's 2 Outriders that I actually don't really care all that much about. They were only supposed to be in the list to go down the side of the board and perform an action or sit on an objective. The one guy who's left can probably do that anyway. It's probably easier for me to hide him now, if I want to try and hide him. So yeah, I think my list just works. There's a lot of things in there in that list that other people are not playing that like, and by to a certain degree, I suppose, by being off meta, people don't know how to deal with it. So people are like, oh, Outriders, they look pretty scary. Because let's face it, Outriders are they're on pretty big bases, and they look pretty cool. But like, they actually don't really do very much damage at all, right? You get like 6 bolt rifle kills, or 6 bolt rifle shots. So that's going to do like 1 or 2 damage. Probably 1. And then you have the 15 chainswords. Well, 15 chainswords isn't bad. We are only hitting on, what, 3s? So it's really only 10 hits. So what are 10 strength 6 chainswords really going to kill as well? Probably not much. But yeah, people all like and what's funny is the first time I used Outriders, I used them against Eldar. That was probably a good thing actually, because the Eldar player went like super offensive on me. In turn 1 he kills both squads Outriders. But I was actually like sort of sat there going, right, well, he's killed both squads Outriders. I don't really need the Outriders to win the game. If before the game you told me I could give up 2 units and it would just have to be the Outriders, and that's all he can kill in turn 1, I'd probably say, yeah, okay, yeah, I mean, that's a good trade for me. I only lose some Outriders. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how you put it, but yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? How do I feel about Flesh Tearers? I mean, I really do actually want to play them, Ryan, but I've got a rematch on the channel not this week, but next week. We're doing a rematch of the top table of the GT. So after we do that rematch of the top table, then I will throw together a Flesh Tearers list. And I will play it on the channel, and I will... So basically next Saturday night I'll have to put some paint on my Seth, because I did actually find him before the stream. I was like, oh, there's my Seth, but I want to build some models tonight because I've got a huge backlog of models on sprues, and I think jump intercessors are going to be useful in the near future. What's my hope for Blood Angels? It's hard to hope, right? Where like right now we're super strong. If you'd asked me a few months ago, I would have hoped for a new stratagem with a bit more flexibility, right? Like we used to get 3d6 charges from Deep Strike. I would love to have that back. What else did we used to get? Well, we used to get more AP from our detachment ability. I would love to have some more AP. I think a big weakness of Blood Angels is that you only really get 2 AP on most of your melee. If you fight an army that can like Armor of Contempt, it can really screw you up. Flesh Tearers is my only faction. You know what, I kind of wish that Flesh Tearers would get more than one character, honestly. Do you think there's been so much... Here's a good question, actually, and one that Valrak hasn't answered. I will have to ask Valrak. We'll have to summon him. He's probably live right now. Actually, maybe he's not, because sometimes he ends his streams at 10. But yeah, we'll need to find out if Seth's getting a Primaris model, or is Seth just going to get stuck Firstborn? Is he just staying Firstborn, I guess? Because you can't buy Seth at the moment, right? Like, they took him off sale. So even if you want Seth, you can't get him. You can see Wallace thinks one of the new detachments will be +1 charge or +1 advance. Yeah, they might harken back to what we had before for a while, yeah. If they do let's say +1 charge, +1 advance, do you think it'll stack with Dante's +1 charge, +1 advance? Because if they stack, then that could be pretty interesting. That was one thing that was very good at the end of 9th edition, was you could take Guilliman with Blood Angels. And Blood Angels already had +1 to advance and charge, and Guilliman would give you +2 to advance and charge. Inertia has actually asked if in Valrak's stream if he's heard anything about Seth, so apparently he has not. Interesting. You would expect Seth to be included in the Blood Angels Codex, right? Even though his model is not on sale anymore. That's a weird one that they took the model off sale if they're not. Because like Astaroth's still on sale as far as I'm aware. Lamarta's is still on sale. Yeah, Lamarta's has been out of stock for a while, but that's probably because Lamarta's rules right now are really frigging good. Astaroth's rules right now, not so good. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, but it's not, yeah. I feel like it's not significant, like Lamarta's rule is significant, right? Nick's excited about the new Astaroth model. I'm excited as well, because if you've read the Astaroth book, Astaroth kind of gets messed up in his book, and he's needing some new armor and stuff anyway. So I think it'll be good that I think it's good that he's getting to go by Mars. I kind of want a book, like a story novel, telling us about all of these characters undergoing the Rubicon, or however that's going to work. What do I think of Valrak's predictions? I mean, I don't know if it's predictions or fact, you know, like, I think if that's what we get, I mean, it sounds like it would be decent. It sounds similar to what, Dark Angels and, Black Templars got, right? So, maybe I think it's real, but, I mean, no one will really know until it happens, right? I mean, we could get a few named HQ left. Yeah, Corbolo is a strange one. Who knows what's happening about that. The Sanguinary Priest will also be a strange one. Tycho, I imagine, will finally be gone, because again, he's not for sale anymore. So Tycho is maybe going to get Legends. Thing is, they don't necessarily usually legend stuff in the middle of a edition, but I think they did actually do that for one of the Dark Angels characters as well. Yeah, I was considering running Astaroth at some point, rather, like, if you need to save 10 points, I guess, over a normal jump pack chaplain, I guess Astaroth wouldn't be the worst pick in the world. I don't think I've run Astaroth yet in 10th edition, so no, don't think so. Who remembers Brother Tolmeron? I mean, he never really was named, same as like Captain Carlian was never really named. So, I guess that's just the way it goes, I guess. Carlian and Tolmeron aren't getting named rules anytime soon. In some ways it's cool that you get to customize the characters, I guess, but yeah, I get that in some ways it sucks that those named characters just kind of like disappear from existence, I guess. I'm getting pretty tired, guys. I got like 5 more minutes in me. If you've got any burning Blood Angels questions, now would be the time. If not, Then we have our army list show on tomorrow night. That show kicks off at 8, lasts about an hour. We'll look at like 5 lists submitted by the community. We'll talk over the lists and we'll try and give them some hints and tips on how to make their army lists better. Yeah, Moria has been gone since like 4th edition, right? If anyone doesn't remember that name, we did have a name death company, Dreadnought, like, I was gonna say like 15 years ago, maybe longer actually. I think having chapter serfs as a cheap unit like cultists would be a good way to fill. They're trying to cut the number of different unique units in Space Marines though, right? They said that. They said like Space Marines have too many data sheets. So I'm not sure they would want to add serfs or something when they're already, you know, they're already getting flack from players like us for like, don't take away our units. I mean, we got scouts who are cheap, I guess. They can't claim to want to cut data sheets when Reavers still exist. Wow, that's harsh. I was going to say, Reavers were really the unit that's been forgotten, aren't they? So, here's a question, though. The Infernus Marines, the ones that everybody thinks in Blood Angels are hot garbage, right? Is any, like, I don't really follow the Flamestorm detachment, right? Like, I know there was a Flamestorm detachment in Codex Space Marine. I honestly don't really know what the percentage of players is that play that. And or if it's perceived as strong. I wouldn't think it would be perceived as strong because I never see it like on tournaments, or I have never end up playing against it, etc, etc. But I guess the question is, do Infernus Marines even get play in that detachment? Because I feel like if you're in that detachment you could probably do aggressors. I can't imagine the Infernus Marines get any play. Maybe, I was going to say, maybe out of an Impulsor, but even then, the fact that they've got no AP... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like the Reaver heads, man. That's literally the only reason to buy Reavers, is to take their heads and put them on other models. Which is, in of itself, kind of a rubbish situation, because you don't really want models that have... You don't really want models that are just that rubbish that no one wants them for nothing except their heads, right? I don't know why they haven't... The Reavers are definitely a unit that time has forgotten. I was going to say, do you think we'll get an upgrade to this guy? For Primaris? Because this guy was one of the coolest chaplains ever. With this custom wings jump pack. I love this jump pack. They never sold this out with this sprue though, which was really sad. I think some people run 10 in Firestorm in a transport. Yeah, maybe. I just don't think that's... Even in the transport, even in Firestorm, I still think just because of the lack of AP, I think it's kind of weak. You know, like if you look at other lists like Death Guard that have like really good AP on their flamers, and they're all like anti-infantry and stuff, and Infernus Marines just have none of that. Has GW released the new version of Scouts in their own box yet? I believe they've been released as part of the I believe you can buy them in a kill team box, but I don't think you can buy them in a solo box for just 40k. I was at a GT like just a few weeks ago, and loads of people are still using the old scouts on the old size bases. So I need to find some power fists to make these, to finish out these assault intercessors. So I guess that's what I'm going to do off stream tomorrow probably, and I will catch you guys at 8 PM tomorrow night for the Army List show. Invisible Seal bought a box of Reavers and Lieutenant in 9th, and I've never used them. I bought the Reavers when they first came out at the very start of 8th, I believe. Very excited, thinking that they were going to be the future of melee combat for Primaris. And it never really happened, I guess. Primaris still miss like a strong, fast-moving, I know we might be getting Primaris Sangreguard, but like Primaris Vanguard veterans with like better weapon options than just heirloom weapons. Primaris still really do miss like a fast, hard-hitting Primaris unit, I feel like. You can buy the 10-man Scouts as a kill team, and it's just labelled as kill team. Yeah, so you can buy it now. It's just labelled as a kill team box, which is maybe not the most intuitive for finding it if you were struggling to find the Scouts. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. The plan for this week is to obviously look at all the WTC lists as well for Blood Angels, so that'll be coming as well. We'll have the Army List show tomorrow night. And I still have the last 2 videos from the GT to film, the last 2 games. So I'll be working on them as well. So have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for, I think we got a new member tonight. Stephen, welcome back. I do appreciate it. And thanks to everybody that supports the channel, be it watching videos or buying a t-shirt if you didn't do that already, or you know, Patreon and all that good stuff. I do really appreciate it. Thanks so much. So the stream tomorrow will be at 8. So it's 10 past 11 now. So 21 hours from now is when I will start. I put my kids down to bed at 7, so if I'm not here precisely at 8, you can probably expect me by like 5 minutes past. So cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 or 5 past 8. Good night, guys.